Alright, welcome back. I apologize for the big wait, but we are back and getting back to the program. First of all, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And today, we're going to be doing a base tour of my personal Minecraft map and kind of give a little bit of updates on the little stuff as well. Let's get right into the program. First of all, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but you may hear cats. You may be wondering, why is there cats here? Well, as you see, we're pretty high up. And we just go a little bit down. First thing here, my mod farm. Also included with the mod is custom skeletons. Pretty nice. This is my first actual mob farm, actually. Oop, creeper. Kind of cool since I've kind of built this when the copper golems came out. So there's a auto sorting system, which I will get into in a second. Bam! Kind of simple design. It's not a very perfect design either, but it gets the job done, and it sorts out everything that I need. Also, I don't know how, but once in a while I'll get like a music disc, but haven't got any recently. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm really happy with this design that I made. Here the little shoots as well. Alright, anyways, while we listen to all the zombies, next mod I installed was a Waystone mod. Pretty much just gives you options to teleport around the maps. You can go all the way from the nether to the end, if I'm correct. Anyway, let's head down here real quick, like a boss. And it's quick stop right here. Here's my main mine right here. Pretty cool. Beacons down there. Nothing really that special. I just use this to mine the stones to build this stuff. Anyways, as you can see, I might have gotten a bit addicted to it, not gonna lie. And let's do a quick stop right here actually, since this is something pretty interesting. This is my, what I like to call, nuclear generator. It's just my, I guess leather and beef farm. Pretty much it's just a bunch of cows in here. You feed them, they kind of suffocate, and then you get a bunch of meat. Really nice. I'm surprised that it works as well as it does. But that's just a little part of the map. This is where stuff gets cool. First up, as you can clearly see, these two buildings. But first, here's my little nether portal. It goes straight into the end. I'll show you guys that in a bit. But pretty cool design. I think I like how it came out. Took a good bit to make it, honestly. Like a lot of trial and error, making all the little details, especially the nether skulls. I do like the crying obsidian. It actually came out really nice. A lot of this map was just me experimenting to make a future series on it, but kind of didn't get around that. This little thing right here. So this is not in order as I built stuff, since that's technically what I built first, but that's another story. Pretty much this is it's probably not the best thing to call it nowadays, but my AI data center. And also a lot of these names that I gave these things don't really correlate with the actual Also, I also have like an animation mod. Just gives me little animations when I punch and stuff. But I didn't know it had like little, like, I guess, drying off animation. But anyway, pretty much, let me just quickly recenter myself. This is my sugarcane farm as a whole. It's not the most effective, as you can see. I think it should be producing a lot more than what it is. But for how it looks, I liked how the this mod makes the materials look. I like the I think it's andesite. I'm not sure. Andesite, and I forgot what this was. But pretty much it came really nice. I do have one complaint is that see like this texture is all smooth. For some reason, it still has the original texture on the sides, but that's whatever. Also, quick little I think I'll put like little pictures of like the mods that I'm pointing at. But these torches look amazing. Honestly, they give a lot of life, especially to like the builds itself. They came out like really nice, and I like how the little fire with the mount as well. But yeah, this is little details. A lot of these builds just have little details like this. I might even add more stuff to this corners, but that'll be for future, or maybe even a video, just me overhauling stuff, which wouldn't be that bad of an idea. But this, actually, let me just shut my door real quick. This is the coolest thing I think I've built in a long time. Because pretty much most of my original little side story. I used to play a lot of Ark. Then I brought my Ark building skills to Minecraft. And now I guess this came around full circle. And let's give a little 360 of this beautiful beast. But look at this. This came out so nice, and there's still little details I'd like to add on in the future. But at the time, this is literally the best looking build I've made in a long time. Also, little glitch block right there. Just one random leaf sticking around. Oh, and as if you guys couldn't obviously tell, we have the super beacon right here, giving me the speed, speed, resistance, healing, haste, jump boost, and damage. Yeah. Also, little more animation mods, as you guys maybe just saw that, I don't know. But pretty much everything has its own little animations. Oh, look at that. How can you not be happy with looking at that? Alright. Also, whoever thought of fireflies being in the game, smart decision. This looks absolutely amazing. I didn't even know it did this, actually. I just barely found out. It looks amazing, especially in front of the house. But jokes aside, well, I guess more random stuff aside, the main reason I have the, I guess, 3D mod, is look at these rose bushes. You cannot say these rose bushes look amazing. Alright. Now we got the main entrance, which is a lot of details, honestly. That's where most of the work went into. Here into the building, and as you see, more waystones, and we're Fred Todd. Todd here is my official glowstone dealer. He supplied all that and a little bit more around the building. Then of course we have Bobby, and he likes to party. As you can see, he has his own dedicated legendary sword with sharpness 3, I think. I forgot what I put on it on accident. But anyways, quick little mention of the waystones. I like how there's like dedicated waystones as well. Let's see, this is a mossy cobblestone, I think. As you guys can kind of obviously tell, it's something mossy, but it came out really nice, a lot nicer than I expected to look in this building. And anyways, more details as you can see. This took, I think this actually only took me 3 days for the main building. And then all the little ochres that I added on just throughout my playthrough. But anyways, this is actually my enchantment area. And this is where I kind of put a lot of the more creative stuff that I came up with. Like, also, I don't know if you guys also clearly noticed, we have 3D wood. Looks really nice for the trees and stuff. Does kind of get kind of weird with like builds that you can see, like just a little lip on each one. But either way, it looks really nice. I quite enjoy it a lot. Also, something cool with like all the new updates they've been releasing since I haven't played for a very long time. There's bookshelves now. You can actually store books. And they look really nice, especially when they have like empty, especially when you spread them out. Looks pretty nice. Alright. Quick little side tangent though. This cool axe that I found. It's an iron axe with like, I guess, low durability, but I guess they never added the textures to it. So I just have a pretty much error axe, which is pretty cool. Little bow right there. Not really that much significance to it. Yeah, this is the first story. Came out really a lot nicer. Honestly, a lot of these builds came out a lot nicer than I thought I could actually make them. Alright, but anyways, we're now at the second floor. You can see most of my trophies are at, which are every single one of these music discs. As soon as I'm done, I kind of want to fill this whole hallway, but music discs are kind of rare. Apparently, what is this one I found? Oh, oops. I think this one's also kind of rare. Pig Step. I found a good amount of them, but I kind of want to fill up this whole wall and get more of these. I think these are gassed ones. Honestly, I don't remember how I got all these, but kind of nice to look at, you know. Got some pots. Also, once again, these torches look amazing, especially on like the wood. Probably a fire hazard, but we don't question. Anyways, to the main hallway. This room is the cool room, since it has my armor and every other set of armor that I had throughout this playthrough. We have all the way from leather to netherite to the dragon, pretty much. Which is dragon head looks really cool with this mod on. I think they just added that. We have a nice looking egg, and here's my main loot pool. Back to like the mod where you can like rename stuff. Pretty much we have Big Bertha, a Legrard drill, and a chainsaw. These look honestly amazing. Wish there was like animations for them. Like instead of the chopping, you will get like that chainsaw animation. But anyways, this is just filled with like random armors, loot, stuff like that. There's random stuff, nothing really that important in here. Just nice to look at, you know. My balcony. You know, all Minecraft builds have to have a balcony, you know. But yeah, we have some decorations here. Also, I never put this here. A random Enderman came up and just dropped it right here. I don't mind. Looks kind of cool, but yeah, just happened. And then we have, guess, my room. I guess, I don't know. But we have some skulls here. Trying to get more, but it's kind of difficult. We have, actually, this is a really cool mod which came with all these furnitures. These are sliding doors. They look really cool, but unfortunately I couldn't really use them for my build. But it makes a nice little like. Actually, I don't know what the name of this actually would be. But little like cover here. Also, probably would have looked really well with like for windows and stuff, but I have 3x3s, so didn't really work out. And it was quickly sleeve through the kind of overall the most coolest thing I think I built in this game. You just go down here, you go around, and then the storage area. This storage, I actually don't know how many chests I put in here. Well, I know it took around actually I'll show you guys the damage of me trying to get all the loot. We'll have another friend here. I think he kind of is stuck, but yeah, this came out really nice design wise. You have all the copper stuff slowly turning into it. The cool loot, you know, like iron, ores, stuff like that, blaze. Pretty much little stuff goes over here, and everything else I just gotta slowly fill in over time. Little glowberry farm. But I will admit though, these guys seem to get stuck very often. I don't know how to exactly how to fix it, but it just happens. Then we have the, I guess, like crafting area. We have a bunch of potions, crate totems, dyes, banners. This is actually a netherite sword that I use the name mod, I guess, to turn it into apparently Assassin's Creed blade, but it's not that cool. But yeah, pretty much a bunch of little stuff, netherite, nether end chest, potions, a clock, a functional clock actually, and my 2 axolotls. Kind of hard to see, but they are there. Just vibing. But yeah, that's pretty much the main base actually. Came out, as I've been saying, it came out a lot nicer than I thought it would. I especially like the all the little details I could actually fit in this, and the fact that I'm still technically not done with it is astonishing to me. Back to the main attractions, which are these two farms. This this is in fact my bamboo farm actually. It's very efficient, as you can see. It's almost full. I haven't had any slight issues with it, but I think I fixed it. Honestly, I'm not sure until it fails. But the cool thing about this is that it is serviceable, so I can quickly just go into here, fix whatever went wrong, and get out of here. I should put more redstone on this side. But overall, I also like how this thing came out. Don't really have a good name for it, but I did add a chimney. This is cool. This is actually one of my first builds I ever built. Nice little farm, 3 stories. Also, super speed is amazing in this game. Just letting y'all know. But I also want to add another floor to this, add more crops, you know. But overall, great little farm, does its job. Here's a diamond hoe that was for all this. But overall, just a basic farm. Looks really nice. Oh, and here is the spawn point, right here. Really cool. I added a little, I guess, person-shaped rock. And pretty much I spawned it up here. That's why the tree is the only tree currently standing in this area. But yeah, I know if it's over here, little farm, right there. But these are all those little details. This is what I like to call the industrial district. Which pretty much, that just entails that all my nether farm, villager farms right here. First of all, we have the little zombification. What's his name? We got Bill over here. He does all this right here. A lot of railroads to make sure everything works fine. And now we get to the actual breeder itself. As you can see, they've been busy. They're working very hard to maximize profits. You also have Big Man. He's just here just to make sure that I do not punch him. Because if I do punch him, he will make sure that I don't breathe. Because if I didn't breathe, I would probably explode. But yeah, here's a cool design right here. Little isolation chamber. Where this works decently well. I could have just had this as my main like trader area, but I decided to not be a simpleton, as some would say, and I actually made its own dedicated building with its own whinstone. As you can see, we have. Oh, wait a minute. I do apologize for my random pause right there, but I just realized these guys all got updated textures. And the Fletchers also got updated textures. I do have one complaint with these like 3D models sometimes. Like, respectfully, what is this supposed to be? Okay, let's give an example. Also, these also don't have anything yet. But let's see, what would be a good example? I guess the light trends, I guess. I see just little details inside, you know. You kind of like see like a resemblance of like little indents, you know. And especially on these composters, like, my golly, look at that. It's just almost transparent at this point, you know. Like, a lot of textures. Why is this round with 2 targets on the side? The bows don't have any details. Oh, actually, I know exactly compare this to the crafting table. You see every little detail of it, like little shells. All the tools are 3D rendered. But yet, all we get here is stickers, a giant cranium, and 2 circles. I will admit though, I also don't know how modding works, so who knows, this might be a literal pain. Actually, it is. I could not imagine doing all that and still wanting to play Minecraft. But not a very good design on this one. They might want to redo it, but either way, besides that, they do an amazing. I don't know. Actually, I don't know who. I probably put it on the screen or like right now. But this dude does an amazing job with all these textures, especially on the weapons and stuff. Let's see. Do I have a weapon here to show off a bit? Probably should have taken out the weapons off the chest. I can do that after. But oh, I think I have some spare ones in here actually. I do. Let's pull these two out for great examples. We have a 3D spear. As he looks bloody amazing. Look at that. You would. Okay. Anyways, you would be scared if you saw this flying at you. Also, I love the actual attack animations. They add a lot more flavor to them. Also, we got the pickaxe. I don't really have much to pickaxe, but okay, let's pickaxe the ground. Look at that. It looks great. There's a bunch of beautiful animations. I'll put them also on screen for the animations as well, which I think is where I got the animations for this. But it looks great. It's amazing. And I have honestly no complaints for them. Just, I guess, actually I do have just a petty complaint. These animation... Did you change it? Hold on. Maybe. Let me grab it, yeah. Let me grab it again. But, let's see, spear. Oh, I do not want to stab the chicken. Okay, I don't think... No, I think it's just basic animations. But, overall, these animations look amazing. Like, oh, it's raining. Oh, it's thunder. Alright, let's head back to the base. So, as you see, I have rockets. You may be asking yourself, why do you have rockets? Well, you know how I mentioned that all that wood that was needed for this can be easily explained once you see the damage? Well, we're about to see that right now. I have cleared out this whole area of dark oak for that one room. As you see, dark oak is fairly dense, so you can kind of tell how much effort it took to actually mine every piece of it. Actually, let me just quickly land. Of course, we have a beacon. For a second, I thought it was built wrong, but we have a beacon with haste 2. And pretty much, I do say this though, it looks, all the mushrooms just chilling here actually looks really cool. I don't know, it gives like off like I guess the Mushroom Island vibe, which I actually have not found yet, which I gotta do. But yeah, pretty much cleared out this whole area, and that's pretty much my main base from here. Lit. Oh, because I probably gotta show it off at night. But pretty much, I lit up this entire area. Looks amazing and great.
Hello, it's been a while. Sorry for the long wait. It wasn't my intention to push back this project for a lot longer and somehow end up with this. That's a great result. But I am holding off the second part of the base tour to hopefully make that one better and more finalized than what this was. This was just me kind of testing out what I can do with the software. Hey, but the cinematic came out pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed that bit, but like always, thank y'all for watching and have a wonderful day or night, whichever, and peace.